For a split second, envision yourself opening a photograph and almost forgetting to blink. Carmen Electra poses as if she controls the camera instead of the other way around while standing there in a tiny G-string. Wow, is what comes to mind when you read the title, which asserts that there is little opportunity for interpretation in the photographs. But if you follow me through to the very end of this film, you'll find that those pictures have a much more intricate history. This goes beyond just wearing daring clothing. It tells the tale of a woman who turned powerful imagery into power and learned to deal with the weight of all those eyes on her. For many, Carmen Electra is the perfect example of a bombshell. Her piercing eyes, long hair, and form make every camera want to follow her. When she first started working in the modeling and television sectors, she had one clear advantage: she knew how to make an impact with her appearance and confidence. She gained notoriety in swimsuit photos and on the red carpet. Even while those G-string photos only make up a small part of that long journey, they came to symbolize how willing she was to accept responsibility for her image. The images may seem simple at first. A small piece of cloth, a strong attitude, and a dazzling light. But think about what it's like to be in front of a camera like that. Every part of your body is in close contact to lenses, crew members are watching, and an inner voice asks, "Am I really doing this?" Carmen didn't just say yes. She leaned in. She posed confidently with her shoulders back and chin up, suggesting that her body was nothing to be embarrassed of. It was a tool, a shield, and sometimes even a weapon in a world that loved to pass judgment. Naturally, there was a price for that bold choice. Her physical attributes were discussed more than her abilities. They evaluated her as if a G-string had divulged her whole story. Others saw her as nothing more than a pinup, someone best suited for posters and fantasy. Beneath those photos, though, was a woman who worked hard, established routines, recorded long days, and tried to keep her cool while everyone observed her every move. When you realize that, the pictures don't look at all cheap. They seem to be a risk taken by someone who, after learning about them, decided to adhere to her own interpretation of the rules of celebrity. Over the years, Carmen has faced her fair share of adversity. In addition to public breakups and personal anguish, there were moments when the spotlight felt more like a harsh light than a warm one. However, she persevered. Using her moniker, she dabbled with many ventures, TV shows, and even business and beauty lines. The G-string photos followed her from one stage of her life to the next, reappearing in movies and articles with the same caption, "Leave little to imagination." But in reality, not everything was depicted in the pictures. They put the outside on display. She still had the inside, the power, and the worries. One easy approach to laugh is to say, "Take a look at these photos, and focus only on the tiny clothing." But if you've previously seen the movie, you know there's another way to watch it. Carmen Electra isn't just trying to shock you in those G-string pictures. She's also showing what it looks like when a woman has complete control over her own appearance, even though it's not always obvious to others. What could have been a brief moment turned into a part of her legend. Whether you like it or not, you remember it. She also needed to be remembered in order to maintain her public persona in the culture she grew up in. The next time you see those famous images, look at them again. Take note of the decision, the effort, and the inner strength that went into the stance. Carmen Electra is more than just a G-string. She has kept up that bold image for years, for better or worse. If you enjoyed learning more about the history of these shocking photos, please watch our videos through to the end, hit like, share them with someone who remembers her from her wildest days, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss the next story.